Right then, lads and lasses, how we doing and welcome back to the channel. I tell you what, lads, I've been pretty active on the social media today. Two TikTok posts, a YouTube one, a YouTube live stream. 2 seconds, lads, let us just get the chat up. I forgot to get it on. I'll just quickly get the chat up. But the FA Cup fourth round draw, can we go all the way yet again? Fingers crossed we can, lads. Fingers bloody crossed. Let me just quickly get the live stream up. Hopefully it's working. I think it is. Yes, it is, right. Good to see you all here, lads. Good to see you all. Just give us 2 seconds so I can respond and interact with you all. I'll get the chat up and then I can see what you're saying. You tell us now, while I'm quickly getting it up, and I've got it up now, who do you think, right, who do you want to get in the FA Cup fourth round draw? I mean, there's a couple teams that I want. I would like to have Maidstone. Personally, right, well, I can see your sort of messages now, lads. I'll see what you're saying, but from a personal perspective, I know we are going to get absolutely rigged yet again. I know what's going to happen, but if I did want a team, and we'll go through who is left because I've got it on my thing, but I would like to have Wrexham or Maidstone, but the thing is, Maidstone and Wrexham, I'd love, of course, would go through the next round as well, or an Eastleigh where it would be good for them and kind of try and create a little bit of an upset. But for us, do you know what it is? I seriously believe that, or from a fan perspective, I want someone like Leeds, Swansea, Ipswich, if they're still in it, Villa, to try and like get an away ticket basically, because I've been on a away day since Milan. Right, let's take a look at who is left, lads. The teams left in the FA Cup now, if you do not know, and then we'll get your questions after this, is Luton or Bolton, they're on a replay, Wrexham, Arsenal or Liverpool, Brighton, Norwich or Bristol Rovers, West Ham or Bristol City, Spurs, Fulham, Maidstone United, surprisingly, that's actually class from them, Newport County or Eastleigh in a replay, Hull or Birmingham in a replay, Bournemouth, Coventry, Brentford or Wolves in a replay, Plymouth or Argyle, Leicester, Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, return time on them or payback time on them, Palace or Everton in a replay, Blackburn, Sheffield United, Swansea, Chelsea, Villa, Forest or Blackpool in a replay, Wigan or Man United, which is actually going to be played after the draw. I don't think there's ever been a draw before the game, it's normally after. Man City, West Brom, Southampton, Ipswich and Leeds. That is a bit daft by, I'll get to your questions in a second, lads, but that is a bit daft by, like, ITV that, you know, surely they would want to put it on after the game so people can watch their channel and give them more money, watch the whole game all the way through, and then have it. It's a bit daft from their sense. But, lads, tell us again, I can read your chats now. Who do you want in the FA Cup fourth round draw? Let us know now, I want to see them all. Someone said Millwall. Do you know what it is? I'd like to have Millwall. I think they've got a big away end as well. 12 minutes, you're right, mate. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, boys. Especially like the video, I would appreciate that. Middlesbrough, very, very good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a derby, but it's a little bit of a rivalry there, and they're definitely not a derby, but there is a rivalry there. So that would be something nice. They've got a big away end allocation as well. It'd be good for the fans. You'd love to see Newcastle, Millwall, Wrexham, Josh, I want Blackburn at home or away, because I've got a mate who plays both Blackburn. I remember we actually got Blackburn. Did we get Blackburn in the AFL or FA Cup? I remember going to that game and we drew to Blackburn at home. Oh my god. Our sort of FA Cup third round draws and just draws in the past have been terrible. Scraped a win against Oxford. Drew 1-1 away at Rochdale. Drew 1-1 at home to Blackburn when Bradley Dack, who I believe now is a Sunderland player, had an absolute blinder against us. Lost to Cambridge at home. Lost to Sheffield Wednesday away. Wow. Wow. Christ almighty. City versus Newcastle. Hi Josh, you alright, Maya? Hi from Canada. I hope you're okay, mate. I hope you're okay. Wrexham, you'd like to have Wrexham, says Lexi. Noah Hilton says, how much would you say for Sean if he has to go? I couldn't. Just the things with Sean Longstaff, and we'll quickly talk about that just for a second, and we'll get back onto the FA Cup. With Sean Longstaff, if we were going to sell him, do we want to sell him? Absolutely not. He's a Geordie. He's come through the ranks. The thing is with Longstaff, though, he is priceless to Newcastle. If he went to somewhere like, I don't believe any top teams would want him. For Sean Longstaff, his worth is Newcastle United. He fits in our system better than he would be a player anywhere else, if you know what I mean. Like, the team he fits in the best in the world is Newcastle United. Like, it's hard to explain, but I think the only team for him is Newcastle. If he was to go anywhere else, they would only pay 10-15 million for him. But for Newcastle, he's worth well more than that, isn't he? He's so instrumental. But we'll get back on who you want. Shadow Snipe says they want Wrexham. Swansea, you like Maidstone at home, says Relics. Danny says, what time is the draw? The draw isn't exactly 10 minutes now, mate. Let's just keep looking at these boys. Freddie says he fancies Crystal Palace if they win. Fair enough. Lexi says Wrexham and Millwall. Maidstone away, says Matthew. We're going to get a Prem Club, I bet you. Our draws have been... So in the Carabao Cup, I'm sure we have the record. And by the way, if we actually progressed against Chelsea, we would have got Middlesbrough in the semi-finals. Typical Newcastle. But our record in the Carabao Cup is really bad. It's the one for the most consecutive Premier League teams drawn in a row. It went... I can't remember who we got first last season in the Carabao Cup. It was either Palace or Bournemouth. It was one of the two. We played one and then the other after. Then it was Leicester, Southampton, Man United, and then carrying on to this season, we've got Man City, Man United, and Chelsea. That's 8. That's unbelievable, you know. That is unbelievable. Peterborough says someone, Swansea. I will literally do out for Newcastle, says Jake, who is a Manchester City fan. Good afternoon for you. Good afternoon, mate. All right, Josh. Of course I'm all right, Hayden, bro. I hope you're all right. Wrexham away sits in the army class. I think I seen you say that on TikTok. Where are you, Ari Pablo? 50 million for Longstaff. I didn't think we'd sell him for that much, mate. I don't think we'd sell him for that much. If you can make a signing for Newcastle, who would it be? Said it before and I'll say it again. Very unrealistic, but maybe not unrealistic when we've got money to spend in financial fair play terms. But Kvichak Kvaratskhelia, that man he's an unbelievable footballer. End product maybe needs a little bit upgraded, but it's fantastic. It's better than Miggy's, and he can play right wing, but his dribbling has got to be the best in the world. Unbelievable player. Josh, Newcastle should sign Malin and De Gea. I'd like Malin. Let's just read a couple of these. Maidstone away. Maidstone away with a total away allocation of 40 fans. Now, I don't know actually how big their away allocation is, but I can't imagine it being that much, mate. I think some championship team would DRE. Josh, your classmate. Thank you very much, Aaron. Who would you want to play the most? I'd like Wrexham if I'm being honest, mate, but maybe Middlesbrough just because people believe there is a little bit of tension with Newcastle and Middlesbrough. They probably sort of proclaim it because they've got no one around them. Obviously, we've got Sunderland. It would just be nice to beat Middlesbrough and Sunderland, if you know what I mean. Not that I even claim Middlesbrough in the slightest as a derby, because it's not. There's just a little bit of tension there, isn't there? 8 minutes, you're right. Like how Josh always has to say I'm a City fan and all, because people might just be saying like you want to get City when Newcastle fans are like, wait, what's he getting on about once Man City? It would be good getting through, but I reckon focus on the Premier League and gain fitness. You're right in a sense, Michael, but when you actually look at it, you let me know if you want to prioritise this competition, because for me personally, out of the Carabao Cup, look, we're not really that bothered. It's over and done with. It was Trips' fault. We would have progressed into the semi-final against Middlesbrough. We would have had a very easy draw. But look, it is what it is. It's over and done with. Champions League, all in all, we got cheated out of that competition. We sound like a bad loser saying that, but we did. And should have never been a penalty. We would have had 3 points, and we would have had better momentum against AC Milan. But it is what it is. We're out of both. So for me, the FA Cup, we've only got the FA Cup and the Premier League to play and prioritise this competition. If we're getting a Man City away, we can't really help it. But if we get a favourable draw, in more draws to come, then why not go and prioritise it? Do you know what I mean? It would be fantastic to get a Wembley again. It would be fantastic. We always get Palace. When was the last time we got Palace in a cup, apart from last year's Carabao Cup in the second or third or fourth? Like, actually, you can't remember. West Ham away if they win, because it's 9,000 away capacity. Wow, that is unbelievable. I've seen them Bristol City fans at the Olympics. Is it the Olympic Stadium? I was going to say the bowling ground there, but the Olympic Stadium they were bouncing them. Just a game at home in the cup. Do you know what it is? I would really like to have a home game, but at the same time, I would love to have an away game so I can finally go away game. I've only been to 3 away games this season. That's the worst I've done in 3 or 4 years, I think it is. I've only been to Rangers, Manchester City, and AC Milan. I really need to get an away ticket. Like, what time's the draw, Josh? It's in 5 minutes, mate, so it starts on my screen in 5 minutes. I hope we beat Man City on Saturday, bro. Saying Pablo. We should sign Grimaldo from Bayer Leverkusen. I don't think we'd get Grimaldo, but he was one I actually really, really did want it. And he was available on a free and we didn't get him. Set piece specialist. We know what he was like firsthand. Is it just on ITV, Josh? It is, mate. It is. When semis go to Wembley in FA Cup. Oh, that's true, isn't it? Do you know what it is? I don't know about you personally, but with the FA Cup, of course, the Carabao Cup, the final is just Wembley. The semi-finals, as we knew last season. If we got Southampton, for example, like we did last season, it's one leg there and 1 leg at our ground. But the semis, the Wembley for the semis, for me, it's just not right. Like, fair enough for the small teams, like, for example, if If Maidstone United somehow miraculously still make it through to the semi-finals, fantastic for them. They get a day out in Wembley. But for Newcastle or Man City or Man United or Arsenal or Liverpool, we'll have a good chance of going to the final. I seriously don't like the thought of the fans spending all that money, like Newcastle fans, going all the way down to London where the train prices are going to be nearly 300 quid. You go all the way down to London, you get a hotel, and then a couple of weeks later you've got to spend all that money yet again. I don't think it's... I wouldn't say it's not fair because it's great for the smaller league teams, but it's just a bit inconsiderate, do you know what I mean? De Bruyne has to be back for Newcastle. It would just happen, wouldn't it, Jack? It would just happen. I love Rangers, like I like Rangers as well. Wouldn't mind Dybala for £12 million release clause. I would love him as well, mate. Maxi or Gordon? It's got to be Anthony Gordon for me. As much as I adore St. Maximin because he was just a cult hero when we were rubbish, but it's got to be Anthony Gordon, doesn't it? 110% every day of the week. I have played for a football club, Ryan. Josh, did you know Virgil van Dijk came from Southampton? Of course I did. Feel like we got Leicester, but I want Wrexham. Leicester will be a good one. I enjoyed my day out with Leicester. The town was terrible, actually. The town in the city was terrible of Leicester, where I went. But I wouldn't mind Leicester. I was in a little ground out there. Away end was really nice. Josh, your boy, yeah, right, mate. Newcastle versus City score prediction. Of course, that'll be in the match preview when I get round to making it. Normally 3 days beforehand, but... it would just so happen that Kevin De Bruyne comes back to play Newcastle. It would just so happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Should play at a big neutral venue like they did in the FA Cup. They should do that, mate. Like something like Villa Park or something like that. They really should do that. No problem, mate. I'll see you later, mate. Good night. I went to Leicester on Boxing Day, so do I. It was a class day, that. Josh, would you take Ferran Torres and Newcastle? Of course I would. Nice one, Hayden, bro. No problem, mate. Where are you watching it on? I'm watching it on ITVX, mate. It starts in 3 minutes. But of course, I'll get it to you as well so I can tell you straight away. If we played Wrexham, what's your score? Everyone's wanting Wrexham, like, aren't you? I said Wrexham personally, but everyone's wanting Wrexham. Hit the like button if you haven't already, lads. I really appreciate it. And subscribe. Anthony Gordon has got finished product, but Maxi had... that's the thing with Maxi, isn't it? What time is the draw? It's in 2 minutes, lads. What colour should I put my... whatever colour you want, mate. I'm not going to be judgmental. But FA Cup 4th round draw is about to happen. There's many top teams in there. I'm just waiting for confirmation that it's going to be Liverpool at home and Newcastle United away. Newcastle have to travel to Anfield. I'm just waiting for the confirmation now because knowing our draws this season, let's just take a recap. First round, what stage do we enter in the Carabao Cup? Is it the 3rd round because of European football? I'm just guessing off the top of my head. Anyways, Man City, Man United in the Carabao Cup, Chelsea, 3 top Premier League teams, maybe not Man United and Chelsea, but in the Champions League as well, Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan and Borussia Dortmund, arguably one of the hardest groups in Champions League history. And then in the FA Cup, we'll get with Derby, which, let's be real, that wasn't a hard game whatsoever, was it? That was an absolute blowover. I'm not even trying to take the mick. That was one of the easiest games we've played. We didn't have to get out of gear 1. They basically gifted with a game. Honestly, it was literally a free hit, that. Cherry Coke is the best. I like how, I'm drinking cherry Coke and it just looks like normal Coke as well. Do you think we'll sell Bruno? Definitely not, mate. It's not as exciting because we kind of get Sunderland. I can agree with you on that one, mate. Miley Masterclass. We haven't even seen who we're playing yet, mate. It might be Man City away. Joshua, flavour of Coke should I drink during the draw? Daft question. If you know me, you know me. I want City versus Newcastle. Easy game for City. Oh, yeah, we're going. Knowing you, like, you'll get Maidstone. Man City, you'll get Maidstone United at home. It's written in the stars. Do you think they'll sell Bruno? Nah, mate, I just said. What position did you play when you played for a team? I played centre mid, mate. I can't anymore. I run out of breath in about 5 seconds. I played football over a week for the first time in a while, and I was absolutely knackered after about kicking the ball 5 times, honestly, but I was okay after, don't worry. Who do you want to draw in the next round? Like I say, Wrexham would be my personal favourite just because of the social media attention they've got around them. It would respectfully be an easy, I don't want to say easy draw because that is pretty disrespectful actually, but a favourable draw for Newcastle, shall we say. We can maybe play a B team without the curse of us in the FA Cup and hopefully win. Fingers crossed. Did you watch Sunderland game? Aye, of course. If it's a small team, we can have a draw away. I agree, mate. I'm thinking of that as well. I'm thinking of like away sort of grounds with a big allocation, which would be absolutely fantastic. Josh, you should be the next Lewis Miley. I mean, I can't really play football anymore, mate. So I'm kind of the content creation version of Lewis Miley, if you know what I mean. I mean, I actually am younger than Lewis Miley. How long, mate? Well, it's meant to be started now, mate. I'm pretty sure they did say it was 10 to 8, and it is 10 to 8 now. What foot were you? Well, I'm still the same foot now, mate. I haven't changed foot since I've stopped playing football, but I am right-footed. What price would you put Sean Longstaff? I just said before, you can't. Oh, the draw's going to start now. You can't really put a price on him. He's more pricey in Newcastle than any other team because he works in our system so well. Josh, would you take Dybala? Of course. Where do you think we'll finish? Fingers crossed in that top 4. It looks very unlikely because we've unfortunately dropped points to Luton away, Forest at home, Bournemouth away. You can't really drop points to them if you want to be in a Champions League position. So it's a bit different from where do I think we're going to finish to where do I want to finish. I want to finish in the Champions League spot, but where do I think we'll finish? I don't want to say where do I think we'll finish because it can happen anywhere, but bog standard that I would kind of want from Newcastle. I don't want to sound greedy, but is Europe. I think that's, is it 9th or 8th for Conference League? Or I'm sure if you win this cup, you go through as well. Can we see the screen? And I don't believe I'm actually out sure, but of course I can tell you what the draw is straight away, mate. Who's your favourite player? Undoubtedly Sandro Tonali. I love him so much, mate. Such a shame, and it's such my luck that my favourite player gets banned for 10 months. it's the most me thing ever. What do you rate Trippier lately? He hasn't been good, but undoubtedly he's going to bounce back, isn't he? Fantastic player. Captain, leader, player. Just £12 million. He's arguably one of the best signings in Newcastle history. Pound for pound as well. I know Fabian Shaw probably is the best pound for pound signing, but you can't really say bad about that, can you? Met Tonali in a lift at St James. You lucky. Matt Tonali, Perez shirt. Just give us 1 second. I'll get it for you. Just over at the side there. There's a little tour there. Do you live in Newcastle? Of course I do. Isn't next round quarterfinals? No, I'm pretty sure it's not, mate. This is the round of 32. Then does it not go to the round of... I don't know. I mean, you might be right. Think stuff like that. I'm always forgetful with, you know. I'm pretty sure it's not. That kit was really nice, wasn't it? Wilson or Isak? Whoa, daft question for me, mate. It is Alexander Isak. They're emptying the balls into the sort of caskets now, lads. They've got them in that like traditional English little bag thing from the English FAI. They're putting the balls in the bag. Now, we are ball number 15, so we'll keep a sort of thing up for that. Is the next round quarterfinals 32, 16 quarters? Oh, it is. Bloody hell. Wow, that's quick. Right, lads, the balls are getting drawn now. First up, number 14, one off Newcastle already. That is Watford. Oh, I wouldn't like to do Watford away. Pretty boring team to play. Long trip. And number 10, it's not Newcastle. Do not worry about that. Watford have got Southampton. There's a fair few teams left in this, by the way. Number 22, Newcastle could travel to Blackburn Rovers. I would love this one, may I just say. Big away allocation. Pretty close. I'd love this one. Oh, it's number 2. It isn't. They play Wrexham. Oh, that's Wrexham out the door. That is Wrexham out the window, lads. Blackburn and Wrexham are out the window as well. Oh, I really wanted Wrexham. Next up, number 26. Newcastle could potentially be going to Bournemouth. No, definitely not. There's no chance of getting an away ticket. Boring team to play. Premier League team. Long way to travel. Thank God it's not. I really wouldn't have liked that draw. Thank God it's not. They are playing Swansea. That's pretty good, you know, because with the teams who are, I wouldn't say evenly matched, but we could probably beat both of them on our day. Number 9 up next. Sorry, I thought that was number 4. West Brom. I'd love that. I'd love West Brom, lads. I'd really like West Brom. Big away allocation as well. I think we've played there in the FA Cup before. Number 28. It's not us. It is Brentford or Wolves. Right, okay, fair enough. So that's Watford, Southampton, Blackburn, Wrexham, Bournemouth, Swansea, West Brom, Brentford, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and now, as it's being drawn, West Ham and Bristol City all out of the window. West Ham, no, this would be a boring draw. Number 19, it's not Newcastle. This is Nottingham Forest or Blackpool. So West Ham or Bristol will play Nottingham Forest or Blackpool. Newcastle haven't been drawn yet, mind. There's still a fair few teams left. Like I said, we are ball number 15. And up next is ball number 13. That's Leicester City. I wouldn't mind a trip to Leicester, you know. I've already done it there, and it was an R8 away game there, 1-3-0. And it's 32. It's not going to be Newcastle yet again. That is going to be Hull or Birmingham City. So them two are out the window as well. We're number 15, lads. And this one is number 16. Ooh, this is, who's it? Sheffield Wednesday. Do not give me memories of Sheffield Wednesday away. Oh my God. 27. We're not going to get revenge on Sheffield Wednesday. Oh my God, we're not. And that's Coventry. So Coventry's out the window as well, which I don't think it's a nice city if we're going for that sort of away day perspective, but I do believe they have a big away allocation. Next up, number 25. This could be a trip to Chelsea for Newcastle. This could be a trip to Chelsea. Now, I'm not scared of them, but it's so far down south. I don't really want to go that far. Number 18. We're safe. We're safe on Chelsea, and they are playing Aston Villa. Ooh, Aston Villa's out the window as well. Very, very good. Very, very good. Didn't want to play Aston Villa. They've been on fantastic form recently. Number 11 next. That is Ipswich. I said before the video, I really, really want Ipswich. Big away allocation. A team we can hopefully beat. Is it going to be a dream draw? Nah, it's not. It's not. It's Maidstone United. Big draw for them, may I just say. Historical team in Ipswich. Done themselves proud in Europe a very long time ago with one of our legends. Maidstone United they've got. Next up, number 1. Luton or Bolton. Definitely wouldn't mind either of them. Oh my God, it's Liverpool away. No, it's not. It's Liverpool away. No. Right. Just not us, please. Not us. Not us. Yes! Not us. Get in there. Norwich or Bristol Rovers go to Liverpool away. Oh my God, finally. Right, just bearing in mind, the best teams in this is Man City. Wait, who's getting drawn next? Number 7. Spurs away. Lads, Spurs away. This isn't looking good. Spurs away. No. Number 21. Absolutely fantastic. Spurs and Man City. That's great. That is very, very good. The teams left we can possibly get Plymouth, Sheffield United, Palace, Everton, Leeds, Fulham, Brighton, Luton, Bolton, Newport, Eastleigh, Wigan and Man United. I fancy our chances against any single one of them. Anyone. Number 12, Leeds United away. Oh my God, please give me Leeds. Please, please, please give me Leeds. Very, very close. Big away allocation, please. Oh, get lost, man. Plymouth Argyle's got Leeds, for God's sake. Right, I'll take any team here apart from Fulham, Palace, Brighton, just because the hard ones to go, further ones to go away to. Number 17, Crystal Palace or Everton. Please don't make me pick the words out of my own mouth. It's Crystal Palace or Everton at home. Whoever wins that game, of course, that's going to a replay. And they're playing Luton or Bolton. So now, the only replay... Right, it's Brighton, Fulham, Newcastle, Sheffield United, Newport, Eastleigh, or Wigan and Man United left. Wow, lads. Wow. Number 31, Newport County or Eastleigh at home. I wouldn't like this draw for Newcastle because that'll be hard to get tickets to, mind. Who's it going to be? That would be pretty... That would be a bit... Number 20... Wigan or Manchester United. Right, Newcastle can get Brighton, Fulham or Sheffield next. Please, Sheffield United away. Please, Sheffield United away or at home. Sheffield United away or at home. And I didn't... Number 23, Sheffield United at home. Right, Sheffield United at home, please. Please. Oh my God, it's Brighton, right. This doesn't look good, lads. It's Fulham and Newcastle left, so of course we are playing Fulham. Is it going to be home or away? Fingers crossed it's home. I love to do an away day, but it's so far. Oh my God, of course it's away as well. Right, Newcastle United's 4th round opponent has been confirmed. We're going to get it wrapped up quickly, lads, because I've got to go and make a TikTok now. But yes, Newcastle United's FA Cup 4th round opponent is Fulham away. Now, of course, the date is yet to be confirmed. That'll be confirmed by Newcastle United. But in the 4th round, lads, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. It is going to be Fulham away. See you all later. Stay tuned for the content. Yet again, like and subscribe if you haven't already.